and welcome to the first video of the shipbuilding contest. After over 2 months of waiting, we finally found the time to at least do some of them. And yeah, today we're gonna get started with the MF Meravilya, I believe, by RazerBuzer. He sent in this ferry. And together with me today is only Markul. The other chatters didn't find time. So yeah, we're gonna do the two alone. And yeah, let's get started.
Oh.
So what's your first impression on this ferry right there? Exterior
Oh my god, that guy is gonna be annoying. Well, exterior-wise it looks fairly okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be biased. I like ferries, and it's personally I like this color choice.
Black and white, yeah.
Really.
But
I
yeah,
guess.
it's a ferry.
Yeah, it's a ferry.
Couldn't be hard to tell. Yeah, let's see on the card deck right there. Very nice detail with all the buttons to represent the lanes.
Yeah, might be too many buttons, maybe colored stripes or something, but you know, it's up to preference of.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see where we can get started on the interior. Let's say we take this door right there, which will lead us into this, I believe, a sitting room, passenger stuff. Really cramped interior right there, only like 3 blocks or so, and only half a ceiling right there.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a toilet, but yeah, I mean, really cramped interior. Of course, that's a choice he made by choosing such a type of ferry for such a size of ship contest.
There's no reason I see personally to, I mean, except for making the wall look a bit better, but he could maybe have chosen to have some stairs in this corner, or either made the blocks go all the way to the end, I guess.
Yeah, but then I think he wouldn't have any space left to walk right there. So yeah, pretty simple chair and stool designs right there with the trapdoors. And the rods as well for lightning as well. In here we got a tiny galley, I believe. No heads in there. And this door will lead back to the car deck. So let's try to find the engine room before we go upstairs. I believe this is the door to the engine room. Good. A ladder. And this is supposed to be the engine control room.
Very, very spacious.
Yeah, and
considering the passenger area is so tight, to be honest. A lot of screens.
Yeah, a lot of screens, and
would probably invest more in a lot of buttons, or maybe a different type of screen somewhere.
Yeah. So let's take this. Also, this huge glass window. I don't know what to think about that.
But, yeah, that seems.
Control room. That's too
optimistic. I wouldn't. I mean,
I guess ferries of such a size already have that. I'm not certain. I'm not the expert on that, but
yeah, they have to, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Generator right there. Very cramped and simple design. I believe this is more electrical stuff right there. And
yeah, probably electrical panels and stuff.
So
really
white engine.
Simple design, but I mean, there's not a lot of space, but yeah,
it works. It's not the best. It's not bad either, but like it's fine. It's okay. What else have we got on here?
I don't know. Did he say if he based this off something, or is this freehand?
I believe it's a custom.
Yeah.
As most ships in this contest are. A few things right there. And engine 2, yeah, of course, they got engines on both sides. But for such a ferry, that's fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's
the other side.
Take the ladder. Could have maybe put some handrails right there. Yeah, let's see. Let's take this stair right there. Leading up to this, what's the purpose of this walkway there?
I think it's an upper car deck. I know some ferries have this, but I think it mostly just steals space. It doesn't really add much.
Yeah, it does. Because that's car deck. That's a really narrow car deck.
Yeah.
And there's like no... Like if you park in the middle and someone parks behind you and someone's already parked in front of you, how are you gonna get down there? How are you gonna get out? Or are you even gonna get out? Are you just gonna stay in the car? But yeah, well, let's see if we can find any more passenger areas. There should be this top deck right there, and as well as the bridge. Let's take a look at the bridge. And of course, on both sides, we got these screens right there, and this looks fine. It's detailed for the space we got right there. Of course, we also did the ceiling right there.
I think double doors is overdoing it on both sides, but
yeah, also not a huge fan of the trapdoors. I mean, I prefer buttons when it comes to iron doors, but yeah, that's just a personal thing. We got those benches right there, and the inflatable life raft right there, which are a plus point for realism. But how are you gonna get up here? There should be a stair somewhere. Ah, there we got a stair. So
yeah, there is
right
a second floor here.
And this ladder, more passenger areas, I believe.
I think this is crew area.
This might be crew area. We got bunk beds right there. More bunk beds.
It's really spacious.
Yeah.
For there is a lot of rooms and a lot of beds. I don't know what the maximum capacity for such a ship is, but
some storage rooms right there, and that's just a wall design right there. And here we got access to the... This ladder is leading nowhere, but maybe it's just a detail, not supposed to be a ladder. But yeah, I like the head blocks right there for stern and bow.
yeah,
it's a nice detail. So yeah, that's the MF Meravilya by RazerBuzer, the first ship in the contest. And yeah, how about you rate the categories? We got the categories, of course, exterior, interior, realism, and originality. And you can give a total of 10 points at most
for
each category.
Exterior, I'm gonna go probably a 6 out of 10.
Alright, knock it down. For exterior, I would go for a solid 7. Alright,
yep.
Let's move towards the other categories. You may start.
Yeah. What was the other?
I mean, the other categories are, as I said,
roll to the rules stuff.
Interior.
Yeah. Interior. The interior is good for the space he has to him, or yeah, that he has. So I'll give that as like an 8. Yeah.
When it comes to the interior, of course, with the space you got, you did some nice work right there. But then again, you deliberately chose to build a ship in which you have barely any space for interiors. And I mean, you could have, of course, done a better interior if you would have chosen a different ship type, which you could have spent more points on interior. So I'm just gonna give it a 5 out of 10 for the interior. But yeah, I mean, for this, I mean, especially when we look at the engine room, there's a few inaccuracies down there, so those also bring some minus points. But overall, I'll give you a 5 for interior. So yeah, next category will be
realism.
Realism, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, realism. I live in Norway. We really specialize in these types of ferries here. I see a lot of like ferries that look in the similarities of this and stuff like that. So I mean, in realism, I really give it a solid 8 as well.
That's what I would say as well for realism. Of course, as I said, the things in the engine room bring some minus points, but overall, the ferry right there with all these little things like the bow and stern markers right there, as well as the inflatable life rafts, those little details. Yeah, they give you some points, as well as the ramp right there. Nice detail as well. So yeah, realism 8 points from both of us. And the last category will be originality. So how would you judge that?
I mean, ferries are very popular in Minecraft, but you know, each of them are different, and this one is different from the others I've seen and built personally. So I mean, I'll give it an 8 for that category as well.
Yeah, as you said, ferries are quite popular in Minecraft. So maybe not the most original thing. Especially, I'm a bit spoiled that I already took a look at some of the other ships that got sent in. So looking at that, I have to give it a 6 out of 10 for originality. So yeah, if you noted all those things right there, we can give you a total number of points later on in the description, where you can see your total amount of gained points. And yeah, it's a pretty decent, nice first entry for the contest, and I hope to see you guys another time with a new entry of the contest.